So your Sims are at a wedding. It's all going smoothly, the champagne is flowing, people are enjoying themselves, and then suddenly the sky goes dark. It starts to rain, and then, out of nowhere, a lightning strike hits the bride. People are running, people are shouting, they are panicking. Your wedding is ruined. I'm going to show you how to avoid this today. Hello everyone, it's Chloe and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be covering some different expansion cheats for The Sims 4. We're going to be covering seasons, eco lifestyle and island living. So just a few of the things we're going to go through is how to improve your eco footprint with eco lifestyle, how to control the weather with seasons, and also how to turn into a mermaid without having to find the kelp in island living. I do also have a video on base game cheats, not just PC, also console, so I will link that down below if you want to go and check it out after this one. But without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start today with seasons. I really love seasons. I think it's one of those essential packs that I'd have to have if I had to choose like 3 expansion packs to have in my game. You can have events, you can have holidays, you can have different weather, so it will snow, it will rain. You can also get into gardening with the gardening career and flower arranging. So just a few of the cheats I'm going to cover today with seasons are how to promote your sim in the gardening career, how to control the weather, and also how to improve your skill in flower arranging. So what I want to show you first is to do with the flower arranging skill. So flower arranging can be a really good way to make money, but when you start off, obviously you're quite a low level skill and you're not going to make a lot of money from the flowers that you make. So at the moment we're only a level 1, so if I go to this flower arranging table here, click make arrangement, we've only got a very limited option here, and they're not going to sell for very much either, as you can see down here, but we can cheat to make our skill higher, so we don't have to worry about that. So what you're going to do, you're going to get up your cheats bar by clicking Control, Shift and then C, and then you want to make sure you've got testing cheats on first so you can actually use the cheats. You're going to type in stats.set_skill_level space major underscore flower arranging, and then you put a space and the number that you want. So we want to be level 10, so let's do level 10. And there we are, we've maxed the flower arranging skill, and we can now make all different types of arrangements, and these can go for a lot of money. See, this one here can go for like 322 simoleons, so you can make some bank with this. So what I'm going to show you next is to do with the gardening career. So I'm going to have to get my sim to actually get into the career first, so let's find her a job. And if we scroll down, we should have the gardener career here. So we're going to start off as a dirt digger, which doesn't pay a lot of money, it's only level 1. We're going to promote our sim. To get instant promotion, just get your cheat bar up again, and you're going to want to type careers.promote space adult_gardener. And there we go, we've been promoted. So we're now promoted to soil soil sifter. Christ, that was hard. But obviously you can just keep putting that cheat in until you get right to the top of your career. It's super easy and straightforward. So for the sake of this next one, I'm gonna have to make a child. So I'm gonna give myself a child very quickly. Let's just do a little play with genetics. And your name is... okay, I'm just gonna randomize it. 1, 2, 3, Misty. Misty, okay, your name is Misty. Let's randomize some traits. We've got a vegetarian, who is social, sure. I'm going to enroll Misty in an after-school activity, and she's going to be a scout. So scouting also came with seasons. There we go, so we're now a scout. Now you do have different levels of scouting. I think there's 5. To get to the very top without having to do any work, what you're going to want to do, get your cheat bar up again, and then you're going to want to type in careers.promote space scout. We enter that. There we go, we've been promoted to a Griffin Scout. So we're not a Llama Scout anymore, we're a Griffin Scout. So again, just keep doing that until you reach the very top. So I'm just going to carry on. Llamacorn Scout, is that the top? Is that the top level? Yeah, that's the top level. Okay, so yeah, there we go. We're all the way up to level 5 now. So now that we've made it to level 5, if we go into her Simology panel, we now have the Scouting Aptitude trait, which allows your Sims to gain skills a bit easier, which is super handy. But unfortunately, Chloe was not a scout. Chloe did not do the scouting career, but we can cheat to get that trait. So you're going to want to type in traits.equip_trait space scouting aptitude, all one word, and then when we enter that, we should have that trait. We do have the trait, we do indeed. So there we are. So even if your sim didn't do the scouting as a child, you can still get that reward trait, still get all the perks that come along with it. Right, hello everyone, I'm back, but with no camera this time. Basically, I spent ages trying to get the weather changing cheat to work. Turns out I am in fact a fool, and we actually have to use a mod to use those cheats. And also I spent way too much time trying to get that to work, so eventually I ran out of time, had to go to work, and then I came back and now it's like 8 PM and I don't look great, so I'm going to keep the camera off for this bit. For the weather changing cheat to work, you are going to need to download Twisted Mexie's All Cheats mod, which I will link in the description below too. So I've downloaded it, and once it's downloaded and everything, you can open up your cheats tab and you want to type in weather.start_weather_event space weather_snow_heavy_freezing. So it's a bit of a long one, but you need to make sure that you've got an underscore in between each type of weather you're having. So like snow_heavy_freezing. I'll link the website down below as well where I got all these cheats from, so you can see the formulas for yourself. But we're going to do some pretty extreme weather, so it's going to start snowing very heavily and it's going to get very, very cold. So let's make that happen. We should start to see the weather changing. Oh, there we go. It's just dropped to freezing. And here we go. It's starting to snow. I wonder how quickly it's going to build up. Honestly, the way I'm watching this snow and like waiting for it to settle is really reminding me of when I used to do that as a kid. Anytime it would snow, I'd like sit by the window and just hope that we'd get like a really good amount of snow. But of course, being England, it was always a little bit underwhelming. Well, it's been snowing for hours now and it's still not settling. Okay, well the snow doesn't seem like it wants to settle, but that's fine. The next one we're going to look at is Eco Lifestyle. I really like Eco Lifestyle. It brings sustainability to your game. You can recycle, you can become a maker and fabricate or make candles or juice fizz. You can also farm your own bugs if you like. And you also have the ability to control the environment that you live in. So you can either have a really green eco footprint, or you can make it industrial, make it really polluted and gross with loads of trash all over the place. It's entirely up to you. So just a few of the things I'll go through today is how to cheat your eco footprint, how to cheat your career with the civil designer career, and also how to control which naps are voted in and how to also repeal them if you don't particularly like one of them. Now, getting onto naps, to vote in specific naps that you want, you're going to want to use the shift click for this one. Make sure you've got testing cheats on. You should have them on anyway before you start cheating, but just to make sure you've got them on, and then you want to hold down shift and click on your mailbox. And as you can see, we've got an option here to instant enact neighborhood action plan. So let's click that and see what we've got. So we've got all the naps here. We can choose whichever one we want. I want the neighborhood to become a bit more clean. I want it to become more eco-friendly, just nicer to live in. So I'm going to choose green initiatives in Conifer Station. So we should start to see some improvement in the area. So I'm going to enact that one. And we can already see that the trash has started to disappear. So we did have like massive piles of trash over here, but they're gone. So if you get into the maker career in Eco Lifestyle, then you're probably going to need a lot of bits and pieces, which is what you need to create things like candles, things from the fabrication station. I don't think that's what it's called. Oh no, the fabricator. I just like calling it the fabrication station. It sounds more fun. But anyway, to get your bits and pieces, you are going to need one of these fabrication stations, and you're going to want to shift click, and it will just be up here. It will just say give bits and pieces, and then it should give you 50 bits and 50 pieces per time. Yeah, there we go. So we've got 50 of each, and you can just keep going and keep going until you've got loads and loads and loads. Really handy because sometimes you just don't want to go rummaging around dumpsters and things to find your bits and pieces. Just makes it nice and easy. Now when it comes to voting for naps, you are normally required to have a certain amount of influence. So if we go to vote on the neighborhood naps here, so we are required to have 10 influence to vote on any of these naps. If you don't have enough, you can cheat to get influence points. So what you're going to want to do is find the community board in your neighborhood. So I think ours is over here. Yes, there it is. And again, you're going to want to hold down shift and click on the board, and then you can give your sim plus 15 influence. So again, you can do that as many times as you like until you've got tons of influence and you pretty much run the neighborhood and you are in control of all the naps. For this next cheat, we're going to want to travel to a community space. So we've got one right over here. So we'll come and travel here. And I'm going to show you how you can choose which type of space to change it into. You can actually pick the type of community lot that it can become. So now we're at the community space. Obviously it looks a bit grim right now. It doesn't look great. We're going to come over to the board here and press shift again and click on the board. And here we can instant enact community space. So we get to choose what type of space we want here. We can either have a community garden, a marketplace, or a maker space. Now I'm going to choose a garden just because I want the plants, okay? I would like to see it. And then it changes the space to the community garden, just like that. Really easy to do. And I think we can do it again. So if we wanted to change it again, we could come here, shift click, and we can change it to a marketplace. Here we go, it's building. There we go, there's the marketplace. And then let's just change it one more time just to see what the maker space looks like. And there we have it, a makerspace. This is a massive improvement from what it was at the beginning. So yeah, that is how you can just instantly change your space and improve your space. Really good cheat, I really enjoy this one. Okay, the last eco lifestyle cheat I'm going to show you today is to do with careers. So how to promote yourself with the career that came with eco lifestyle. So I'm just going to have Chloe quit her job as a gardener because we do not need that anymore. And then we're going to find her a job as a civil designer. Now this is the one that came with eco lifestyle. Here we go, civil designer. We will have that, thank you. Okay, so we are now, no, we're not doing an assignment. We are now a civil designer, but obviously we're only at level 1. So to promote yourself in the civil designer career, you're going to want to open up your cheats bar again and type in careers.promote space civil designer, press enter. And there we go, you can promote yourself. So again, just keep doing that until you've reached the level that you want to have. And I am going to show you one more because we didn't just get the civil designer career in eco lifestyle. We also got a maker freelancer career. So you can do things like making candles and juice fizzing and fabrication. We're going to have her quit her job again. And then we're going to join the freelancer career. We should have an option to pick a trade. Here we go. So when you've got the trades up, just select Simply Crafted, and now we are a maker. With freelancing, you don't exactly get a promotion, but you can get a raise. To do that, you're going to want to type in careers.promote space adult underscore freelancer underscore agency underscore maker. So once we do that, let's see what happens. There we go. We've got a little message in the corner here that says that we've earned a raise. Chloe has been given a raise as a freelancer crafter for superior work performance. She will now make an additional 1 simoleon per hour. Sorry, 1 simoleon per hour? I mean, that's not exactly a raise, is it? But we got new clothes, look at that. So you might have to do this a few times before your raise is really worth anything, but you know, it's still a cheat. You're still getting raise. You're still getting a raise. Can you really complain? The last one we're going to cover today is island living. So similar to eco lifestyle, you do have the ability to change your environment. So we've got a mission to clean up the island. We can also become a mermaid, and we also have part-time jobs with island living as well. So I'm going to show you how how to cheat those jobs, how to promote yourself, how to become a mermaid without having to go through all the hard work. And if you want a little bit of chaos, I'm also going to show you how to trigger a volcanic eruption. So the first one I'm going to show you is how to clean up the island. What we're going to do first is type in a cheat. But when you first move into Sulani, you should see that the island is a little bit messy. There's some pollution in the water. It's not looking great. As you progress through the conservationist career and you start to clean up more and more around the island, you should see things start to improve, the wildlife starts to come back, and it just starts to look more beautiful. This is also one that will require Twisted Mexies or Cheats mod. So we've got 3 different stages. So the starting stage is when you initially move onto the island, it's a bit gross and polluted and it's not looking its best. So if you want that kind of stage, then this is what you'll type in. You'll want to type in narrative.start_narrative space narrative_island conservation _stage_starting. But if we wanted to move it on a little bit and see some more progression in the game in terms of cleaning up the island, then we can put in the same again at the beginning, but instead of starting at the end, you want to type in intermediate, and then we get this pop-up here. So it basically says that the coral reefs are growing, fish are coming back, the wildlife is becoming more vibrant, but it still needs a lot more care to get to the final stage. And for the final stage, it's the same cheat again, but just with final at the end. And then once we type that in and press enter, there we go, we get another pop-up saying the island is healthier overall and animals consider it a sanctuary. Sea turtles have been sighted laying their eggs on the beach. Keep a lookout for a special baby turtle hatching event. So that's really cute and really fun. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, the island just gets really beautiful once you fully start to look after it and it starts to thrive. It's great. The next cheat I want to talk about is how to become a mermaid without having to find the kelp. So usually to become a mermaid, you'll have to go and find some kelp by fishing, or sometimes you can get it in the reward store, but I'm going to show you how to do it without that. Go to your cheats bar again and type in traits.equip_trait space trait_occult mermaid. And then once we press enter, she should gain the mermaid abilities. Okay, so let's see now. Yes, here we go. Look, now we have the mermaid option, so we can do all this. Right, let's see if she turns into a mermaid once she gets in the water. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. Oh, what has happened here? What has happened here? Wait, why does she look like that? Hold on. Oh my god, her tail has glitched. I don't know what has happened here, but we've got, for some reason, we still have legs and feet. Those are some custom content shoes. And I don't know what this skirt is from. I don't know what has happened here, but maybe if we go out of the water again and try that again. No, oh my goodness. So when I was doing some research for this cheat, it does say that it can be a little bit glitchy, so it doesn't always work amazingly. It was suggested that you make the conversion on land, so there's no like glitching in the water. I did it on land, but it still doesn't seem like it's gone quite right. Wait, hold on. Maybe if I go into create a sim. So this is meant to be her mermaid form. I'll give her a purple tail just to match her top. Oh, and now it's back. See, now it's back to normal. So just go into create a sim and just have a little play around with the tails and things, and it should go back to normal. There we go, and off she goes, swimming like a fish. I'm gonna bring Chloe back onto land. If you've decided you don't want the sim to be a mermaid anymore, then just go to your cheats bar and type in traits.remove_trait space trait_occult mermaid. And then we shouldn't have the ability to do any mermaid things anymore. Yeah, that's completely disappeared now from the options. If I take her back into the water, now she shouldn't transform, although she will still have the occult sign above her plumb bob. I'm not really sure why. I don't really know how to get rid of that. Oh, hold on. Okay, that was weird. She did a little flip, but she's just carried on swimming like normal, so I don't think she is a mermaid. It can be a little bit glitchy, but it works. So the next cheat I want to show you is to do with the conservationist career that we got with island living. We got a couple of jobs with island living. The main one was the conservationist, but the others we have part-time jobs. I'm going to start with conservationist first. Yet again, we are going to have Chloe quit her job and join the conservationist career. And then let's go find ourselves a job. And here we have the conservationist career. To promote yourself without having to do any of the work, you're going to want to go to your cheats bar again, and you're going to want to type careers.promote space conservationist. And then once we press enter, we should be promoted. And there we go. So just like the other careers, you just do it over and over again until you're at the level that you want, or you make it all the way to the top and you're earning the big bucks. But we also have part-time jobs. I'm gonna get Chloe to quit again. Honestly, I'm surprised anyone hires her at this point because she's quit so many jobs now. That's a massive red flag on your resume. But hey, this is The Sims, so it doesn't matter. So we're going to get a part-time job as let's go for a lifeguard. And to get promoted with part-time jobs, you're going to want to type in careers.promote space part-time underscore and then the job that you're doing. So we're a lifeguard, so we're going to put in lifeguard, but if you were a diver, you'd enter diver and so on and so forth. So let's do that. There we go. So I've just been promoted to Wave Watcher. I'm not exactly sure how many levels there are in these part-time jobs, but I'm just going to keep going and see how far we get, basically. So there's just 3, but once you've got to level 3, you can still promote yourself, but you'll just earn raises. And obviously you can keep on giving yourself a raise until you're earning like a ridiculous amount of money per hour. And this isn't like the freelancer one where you get like 1 simoleon per hour more. You actually get a decent hourly rate more than you did before. So with the island living careers, there are some traits you get by reaching the top of your career. So with the conservationist career, if you go down the route of being a marine biologist, then you will end up with the trait friend of the sea, and that will give you a bonus when it comes to building friendships with dolphins and mermaids. And you also get to have a bit of a speed boost when traveling around the ocean. And if you go down the environmental manager branch, this will give you the natural speaker trait, and that will allow your sim to enthuse and spread awareness about environmental causes and also find more grant applications accepted in order to create environmental laws relating to the island of Sulani, which I think is really, really cool. We don't need to do all that work to get those traits though, we can just do it anyway. If you want to get the natural speaker trait, what you're going to do is go to your cheats bar and type in trait underscore and then natural speaker. And then once we enter that, we should have the trait. Now I've already played around with this for a bit, so I have already got the traits on my Sims thing. So yeah, we've got the natural speaker trait, and for Master of the Sea, you're going to want to type in the same thing again, but this time instead of putting natural speaker, you'll put friend of the sea, and then that should give you the Master of the Sea trait. Now the last cheat I want to show you today is how to trigger a volcanic eruption. So as you can see, we're right next to this volcano here. It's looking hot, it's looking deadly. I would not want to live right by this volcano, I'm telling you that for free. But we're just gonna, spice up the game a little bit. We're just gonna trigger a volcanic eruption, why not? To do that, you're going to want to type into your cheats bar volcanic underscore eruption, and then you've got 2 options here. You can either do a small one or a large. So I'm going to start with a small and see how that goes. Oh, and we can see it's already shaking. Let's zoom out so we can see what's going on here. Oh, some things have opened up in the ground. Okay, we've got some bits opening up here. You know what? That was kind of underwhelming. I don't think anything fell, did it? I don't think anything fell out of the sky that time. So that was a small one, nothing too exciting. But what we're going to do now is we're going to see what happens when we invoke a large eruption. And that one should be a little bit more exciting. So it's the same again, volcanic underscore eruption and then large instead. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's very shaky. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's huge. Oh, look, the ground's opening. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was dramatic. So these things have landed on the ground now, these massive volcanic rocks. Be careful with these, because I'll show you what happens if your sim tries to touch it while they're still hot like this. Sometimes it cannot go well. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Oh no, she's actually on fire. Oh, that didn't, okay. This doesn't always happen. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh wow, that's a screenshot and a half. Oh my goodness. That is terrifying. Okay, now I need to get her into the shower ASAP. You know what, that doesn't always happen, so I was actually quite surprised that that happened that time. Go, go, go. Okay, she's been put out. She's put herself out. But yes, do be careful when touching those rocks. But once the rocks have cooled down, you can actually break them open and you can find some pretty cool stuff in there. So we found an orange topaz. Yeah, you can find some really nice crystals and things in these rocks. Okay, that is all I have for you today. I hope this was helpful. I would love to cover more expansion packs. I only had time to do 3 today, but if you want me to go through some more, then please do let me know down in the comments. I'd love to do that as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye.